this game is the Rochester College men's team. Hello. Welcome back. And welcome back to Rochester College men's basketball, coming off of the women's win over the Madonna Crusaders. The men's team will now take on the 7-2 Madonna Crusaders as well. So a much more competitive game, hopefully in store for us. But the Warriors enter this game at 6-5. I am Nick Griffforce, joined by my co-host, Peter Green. This is 1/3 of the Rochester College men's golf team here. But, Pete, who are the key players for the Warriors going into this game?
Nick, we have a few key players. We got Armand Cartwright, our leading scorer, with 17 points per game. And we also got Cash Blackwell, also a leading scorer and leading with 6.9 rebounds a game. And then we got Justin Nafso, our point guard, and our leader with 5.3 assists a game. And I mean, those are our key players that we're going to need today.
Yeah, Nafso also a defensive presence, steal and a half a game. Nafso, the leader of this team, point guard. Outside of Armand Cartwright, those two are probably your biggest leaders and your biggest offensive and defensive threat. Cartwright on the offensive end, Nafso on the defensive end, but Nafso really runs this offense. He's the guy that this team's going to revolve around play calling wise, and I guess we'll see what happens tonight. But as we look at this Madonna team, they got some height, don't they, Pete?
They sure do. I think on this side, that's going to be key for Madonna, is getting it down low to two of their big guys who have some height advantage against our center, Peter Agba. So
yeah.
We'll see how they match up together tonight.
Malik Eichler, 7-footer junior from Germany. He's out there. He looks even bigger, actually, in person. But he looks like a big guy, number 25. He's one to watch out for. The freshman from Livonia, Michigan at 6'10", Mark Meddy. And both of those guys are starters for Madonna. The Warriors starting lineup, number 34, Armand Cartwright. He's 6'1". Number 21, Peter Agba. He's your center. He's 6'5". Number 5, Justin Nafso, 5'10", guard. Cash Blackwell, 6'5", forward. He plays on the perimeter mostly. And Khalil Gracie, another perimeter, 6'5", guard. So the Warriors, they're going to be outsized out here. And this is a Warriors team that really relies on their defense to win games. So
we're going to see if they're going beat them with a height advantage and maybe get them going on a transition and try to tire them out with our guards.
Yeah, and shout out real quick to Dan Higgins, our producer. I don't know if you guys saw that, if you got here early enough, but he ran down there. He goes running down with his phone, using the equipment, and hooks it up, grabs the camera, turns it on, stands in between these little kids and some players, and they're running through. At one point, I thought maybe he had fallen over because the camera started to disappear from frame, but he got in there. He got it done. So
we got a special occasion here.
North Hill Elementary School.
Here to support our Rochester Warriors, and we got a good turnout here.
Yeah, I guess and in all of my journalism career, I couldn't figure it out, but I guess that there's a 1v1 basketball game between teachers. But we're going to cut real quick to the national anthem here, and we will be back shortly.
Rochester College Warriors.
They think they're in.
Rochester College and the MAIK are committed to maintaining the true spirit of competition in athletics.
Correction, no national anthem. There will be a prayer before the game, and then we'll go into the lineups.
Athlete, coach, and official involved in today's contest. Leading us in prayer today, the president of Rochester College, Dr. Brian Stogner.
Would you all please rise? On behalf of the faculty, staff, and administration of Rochester College, we want to welcome you to the campus and to this game today. We hope that you have a wonderful time. Let's pray together. Well, Father, we're so grateful to you for this day and for the opportunity to be here. We praise you and thank you for all the good things that you give us. We're grateful for Madonna University and for Rochester College and for the work that they do in your kingdom. Father, we're grateful for the opportunity to be together in this contest today. We pray that you would protect the players from injury, that good sportsmanship would prevail, and that you be glorified in all that we do, both today and every day. We pray in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you, Dr. Stogner. And now our starting lineups for today's game. First, the visiting Madonna Crusaders. Starting at guard, a 6'1" junior, number 0, Dwight Burton. Starting at guard, a 6'2"
Yeah, and we'll go over the lineups real quick for Madonna University. Starting guard, number 0, Dwight Burton. Also a guard, number 1, Jonathan Swift. Number 4, Joshua Reynolds. 25, Malik Eichler. He's a forward. And 30, Mark Meddy. Yeah, head coach for Madonna, Noel Emmenheiser. 7-2 Madonna Crusaders, the favorite entering this game for sure. And here comes the Warrior lineup.
With our starting lineup, we got our guard, number 1, Khalil Gracie.
A 6'5" senior.
Followed by number 2, Cash Blackwell. Then our point guard, number 5, Justin Nafso.
Senior, number 5, Justin
followed by number 21, Peter Oddball, forward. And lastly, Armand Cartwright,
Junior,
number 34. Will be starting out for the Rochester Warriors, led by Clint Pleasant at head coach.
Yeah, and Clint Pleasant, he's had a tradition of winning here at the Warriors after taking over for his father, Garth Pleasant. I mean, this basketball program's only had 2 coaches, father and son, and all they've found is success after success. I'm looking over at some national championship banners over there. They've got a bunch of them. I can't even count them real quick off my head. But coming off of a 2018 national title.
I think the main focus is try to get another one back to back.
Yeah, I mean, that's the goal, and then make a run in the NAIA tournament. They were NAIA National Tournament qualifiers in 2016. We're about 4 seconds from making it last year in the conference championship before falling to UM Dearborn in a last-second free throw attempt, actually. So kind of a lackluster way to go out. But Cash Blackwell will be taking the tip against Mark Metty. And we are underway. Blackwell didn't even jump. Outsized by about 5 inches there. And here's Swift. Swift over to Reynolds, and we are underway. Reynolds guarded by Cartwright. Inside, that's the big man out of Germany. And now Reynolds, deep 3. Knocks it down, and it's a 3-0 lead to start. First blood for Madonna.
That's a good start for Madonna.
Yeah, taking shots that they want. Agba to Blackwell. I expect the Warriors to work around the perimeter all day. Nafso, Agba inside. Great move against the 7-footer Eichler.
Agba's pretty powerful force down low.
Yeah, no fear from Peter Agba. He put some numbers down on Harry Giles in high school, now the NBA player for the Kings. So. And here is Reynolds. Back over to Burton. Burton at the top. Throws it into Meddy. Burton 3. No good. Rebound Agba. No fear out of him. And Nasso's commanding this offense for the Warriors. Nafso out. Blackwell, the leading three-point shooter, no good. Nafso gets the rebound, though. He pulls it out, takes a three of his own, no good. Blackwell gets that rebound. He goes up, no good. And rebound for Medi, and here come the Crusaders. Here's Swift. Swift to Burton, back to Swift, around the screen.
Rochester coming out with a 2-3 zone.
And here comes Swift again, over now, that's Eichler to Medi. Medi driving, blocked by Gracie. It's a charge by Agba. So great defensive double team there from the Warriors, keeping Medi out of the lane.
Peter Agba's swinging there a little bit as Medi fell right on him after the charge. But
that one's got to hurt, and I should remind everybody that the Warriors are without Dietrich Cole. He's done for the season. Great issues. So Cartwright now taking it around to Nafso. Good swing pass, no good. And here comes Reynolds. Reynolds to Medi. Medi over to Swift. Swift back to this time. It is Swift, swings it. Reynolds driving, looks for the floater, turns it down. Medi three, the big guy, no good. Tipped out by Eichler, and the save by Swift. Some confusion. Burton, let's see if they slow it down. Medi. Reynolds, three, no good. Fast pace, lots of rebounds, balls flying around, and it's finally Warriors basketball. What a fast-paced first couple plays for it only to be 3-2 here. And maybe a full-court press here as well from Madonna. That's an interesting move by a big team to run a full-court press. And he backs off right away. Reynolds not picking up. Nafso. Cartwright to Blackwell. Blackwell loves to operate in isolation, but gives it up to Cartwright. Agba catches it. He looks, finds Blackwell, three, no good, didn't touch anything but net. And Swift off running early. Rolls just off. And they're going to count it. Goaltending, and Pleasant is not happy with that call.
Rochester's going to have to stop him off the dribble and stop ball because Madonna has a few quick guards that can get to the hole.
So Cartwright and Nafso talking it out. Nafso's got it. So it's 5-2 Madonna, 16:43 left in the half. Nafso to Cartwright. He swings around, top of the key, three. Cartwright, no good. Gracie almost fouled it with the dunk. Couldn't quite get it. Up court, Swift, he turns, looking for, nope, it's loose, and Cartwright now the other way. Gracie, three, no good. Just a mess of things happening here early, and Burton now drives in transition. He takes a contact in the basket.
Looking for a foul there.
Yeah, and he should have gotten one. Gracie at the corner, working around. He gets the mismatch to Agba, lays it in. Peter Agba slips past the defense, which isn't easy for the 6'5" big man.
Shooters are coming out pretty flat. Looks like we're going to need Peter Agba to get some buckets down low.
Yeah, and Rochester really doesn't have that height to get inside, but they're doing it with ease right now as the three ball falls for Swift. And Cartwright will look to slow it down. Cartwright, Gracie, Blackwell, Agba, so on the floor for the Warriors. Cartwright to Gracie. Gracie looks like he's got a mismatch, finds Agba though, and the switch comes back. Cartwright, 6 seconds on the shot clock. Gracie from way out, banks it in from 35 feet. Khalil Gracie. The D1 transfer, Khalil Gracie, has made his presence felt for the Warriors this season. And the throw inside to Mady, no good. And great defense from Gracie on the other end. Blackwell now pushing the tempo. Finds Cartwright, pump fakes on the three, gets his man flying, but picked up on the other end. And no foul, even with the contact. The refs letting everything go, it seems. Over, that's Eichel. Eichel out to Swift. Swift to Reynolds. Reynolds with the nice move. Eichel takes a shot from about 16 feet. No good. And a collision down low, and Rochester has a 5-on-4 even if they don't know it. Cartwright, pump fake. And Agba looking dominant inside.
Keep feeding him.
Yeah, he's much more athletic than anything that Madonna has in the post, which is how you defeat that kind of mismatch. And an alley-oop jam on the other end.
Madonna caught him sleeping.
That's where that height comes into play regardless of athleticism. You can just jump like that. Nafso, tight D by Swift. Nafso slips through. It's blocked though. And here comes Swift on the other end to Burton. Burton drives, 2-on-1 in the foul, and they're going to count it. Wow, he took it all too.
Great take by Burton.
Agba pleading his case down low, but the contact was for sure there. Great.
Looking to make a three-point play here.
Yeah, a great set of plays, and now we have a full lineup switch out. Into the game for the Warriors comes Cap Wilson, Federico Gallinari. Into the game for Madonna, Clark Lamb checks in, number 34, and number 12, KJ Sayer, number 24, Caleb Drum. So a whole new set of lineups. Knocks down the front end, Burton. So a three-point play, and Nafso now got to get his Warriors in check. Down 6, 15-9, 13-20 to play in the half. Khalil Gracie to Wilson. Wilson gets called for a travel.
Then you double dribble.
Yeah, double dribble. Madonna really controlling this environment right now. Doing whatever they want. And Swift takes command of the offense. Cartwright on him. Over, that's 24 Drum. 34 Clark Lamb. Now to Drum. Drum with Gallinari on him. And an offensive foul going the other way.
The Madonna foul, 34, Clark Lamb, is first.
So Lamb called for the illegal pick there. Nafso inbounds to Cartwright. Cartwright will be guarded by Drum. Gracie looking, finds Nafso at the top of the key. Nafso looked for Cap Wilson, couldn't get it because of a foul on number 12, KJ Sayer, who just checked in.
Madonna foul, number 12, KJ Sayer, is first.
He stepped in front of Wilson on that screen, drew the foul,
Rochester ball.
and it's still Warriors ball. 12:48, 15-9. Warriors down to the Madonna Crusaders. Here in WAC conference play. Cartwright looking, driving, throws it out. Wilson, 3, automatic. Cap Wilson from deep. And here's Swift. Swift to Sayer. Sayer. Gracie on him. Inside, that is Clark Lamb. Lamb, shot, no good. Gracie the other way, and a chance for the Warriors to tie it or cut it to 1. Wilson takes charge. Cartwright for the tie. No good. Rebound going the other way. Swift driving, penetrating, foul on Cartwright. And that will be 2 shots for Swift.
Rochester's going to need a little help defense with those guards. Consistently getting to the hole.
Yeah, and that can be the problem with such size inside. Even if that size is checked out, the Warriors still seem to be pretty undersized down low. And Federico Gallinari might have the height, but he's not really an interior player. And the same can even be said for Cap Wilson, who likes to operate on the perimeter. So That's where Rochester's really hurt without a player like Dietrich Cole to come in with that second unit for Agba. As the front end is missed, the second for Swift goes.
Jonathan Smith splits
And Reynolds will check in for Swift here.
Cap Wilson can be a dangerous man from three.
Yeah,
He gets hot.
he's definitely plays like a guard. And here we go, Warriors. Nassau, play set up. It's a double screen. Nassau out to Cartwright. Cartwright dribble, drive, penetrate, no good, but the foul out of control there going in. That one could have gone either way. So Drum picks up his first foul of the game.
Armand to shoot a pair.
Shoots 2.
So 2 free throws for Cartwright, the leading scorer for the Warriors. As he goes, this offense seems to go. The first is good. Cuts the lead down to 3. Gracie checks out for Cannon Campbell. Campbell, the backup point guard for Justin Nassau, but they'll both be in the game right now. He's more of a defensive presence. Cartwright knocks them both down. Here comes Burton. Burton to Reynolds. Reynolds gets a screen. Looking around. Reynolds drives. Has he pull up, knocks it down.
Great bank shot there by number 4, Josh Reynolds.
Yeah, Reynolds really got a short breather there. Checked right back in. And Cartwright over to Nassau. Nassau looking. Cartwright. Hesitation. Rico. Fade, knocks it down, Federico Gallinari, and it's 18-16. Madonna still leads. Warriors looking for their first lead here at some point.
Those pump fakes are going to be pretty key here in this game with a lot of shot blockers.
Yes, sir. Burton at the NAIA logo. Steps back, jumper, no good. Would have been nasty. Here's Cartwright. He's looking, finds Campbell. Campbell, the screen. Wilson, 3. Yes, sir. Cap Wilson, 2 for 2. And a little smile coming back down the floor for Cap Wilson.
What I say, don't get him hot.
He is a bad man. Cap Wilson knocking him down. He's not very good at Fortnite, but he can knock down the threes. So Warriors take their first lead of the game, 19-18 with 10:40 left in the half, halfway through this half. But we'll take a minute here, walk you through what we've seen. Pete, what have you seen out there for the Warriors on the offensive end?
Well, they're now kind of getting things rolling. They kind of started out a little slow, but with that last 3 there by Cap Wilson, I think that's the little spark they needed.
Yeah, I think we've really seen Wilson and Agba be the 2 guys that the Warriors have been relying on, which isn't typical. They're both scorers for sure, and Rochester will use them, but
Armand's also been finding the open man and kind of playing more.
Yeah, for sure.
Returning for Rochester, 21, Peter Ekba.
And here comes Burton. As checking back in for Madonna is Mehdi, the 6'10 center, and he turns on Wilson, bounces off, no good. Agba checks back in for the Warriors and grabs that rebound. So a second unit, or as much of a second unit as we'll see for Rochester. They don't rotate that deep. We'll check in, and Campbell gets the screen. Cartwright now, he's got the mismatch. Reynolds on him. Reynolds wants this mismatch too. Agba around the screen. Cartwright pulls up. No good off the front. Looked like it was online though. Here comes Burton. Burton drives, floater, no good, out of control. Seems like they operate exclusively in isolation on offense. Cartwright finds Gallinari for 3. He can be a threat, but misses that one. And we got an air ball call from some of the elementary school students here. I don't know if they have any loyalties in the building. So Blackwell checks in for Gallinari, who got a short run there, but we'll see him back. He gets a lot of action for the Warriors.
No student section for the Rochester College here today. I guess The kids are substituting for us today.
Yeah, the student section got taken over by North Hill Elementary School, so we've got the student section kind of scattered amongst us on the other side. They're happy to take the nice seats. There's a great move inside from Caleb Drum to take back the lead for Madonna. And Blackwell to Cartwright, and we're going to have a little slowdown here and a play set up. Campbell, he's going to take it, throws it. Blackwell, number 2, Cash Blackwell. Out to Campbell, who may have traveled, but Agba tosses it up. No good. The other way comes Swift, primary ball handler. Over 3, Drum knocks it down.
Drum with another.
So 5 in a row for Caleb Drum. 1 in, 1 out.
Madonna showing a little zone action.
Yeah, and that pass was lucky to get caught there by Blackwell. Lucky he was paying attention. And Wilson almost had a nice little move inside there. Meddy, he's not hesitating. 3 ball, no good. Blackwell the other way to Campbell.
Campbell brings it up the court. Trying to get the offense going here.
So here we go. Campbell to Agba to Cartwright. Swings it, Wilson. Throws it inside to Agba. Cartwright. Shot clock down to 3. Shoots. No good. And Rochester concedes the rebound. The other way, that's Reynolds. Reynolds Swift 3. No good. Foot would have been on the line anyways. Rebound Agba.
Good hustle there by Agba.
Yeah, Agba looking like a dominant presence inside when the Warriors need one most. And Campbell will take over the point guard role here. Cartwright moves off ball. Blackwell on the WAC logo. This is a huge WAC game too. Wilson 3, just missed it. 23-19 Madonna, and they have the ball moving the other way with 7 minutes to play in the half. Reynolds to Swift at the RC logo, standing on the R on the volleyball line. Throws it over to Reynolds. Back to Swift. Swift with Agba on him, which may be leaving a mismatch for Meddy as they look to find him, but Drum with a nice move. 3 from Swift, knocks it down. There was good defense by Cartwright, but it didn't matter. Big 3 there from Swift. And Campbell will slow it down. Gracie and Nassau ready to check in on the next change of possession. Wilson. And could have been fouled. Yeah, got tripped up there, though. Refs let it go, and Meddy jams on the other end. And the Warriors may need a timeout here, but they're going to run it anyways.
Pleasant talking to the ref, thinking that Wilson could have got a foul there.
Yeah, and I tend to agree with them here. Trying not to be a homer. Campbell to Wilson. Back to Blackwell. Blackwell may have a mismatch here with Swift on him. Much bigger bodied. Blackwell catches the screen. No good. In an isolation attempt. Swift the other way. Up court. Reynolds transition 3. No good. They love to shoot those transition 3s. Cartwright looking for an opportunity. Does find one, but no good. And here comes Drum the other way. And here comes Cartwright trying to save it and flies into this rope barrier that for some reason is sitting on the side of the court. Something that I will personally never understand. I don't know if you guys can see that on TV, but we have this rope barrier keeping fans from going on the court. And
I don't know why.
Yeah, there's potential for serious injury on that by Cartwright as he went flying and got tangled up into it. But regardless, Swift driving, looking. Great save by Nafso, but it comes off the head of Agba and off the stanchion, and we will have an inbound play for Madonna.
9 seconds here on the shot clock.
And number 22, Antonio Capaldi checks in. Sorry if I butchered your name, but checks into the game. Capaldi inbound to Swift. Swift looking around. Loses possession. Throws it up as the shot clock expired, and it's no good. No horn sounded. But Logan Ealing has checked in for the Warriors as well. He may look small, Logan Ealing. He sits at 5'10", the freshman, redshirt freshman out of McBain. But we've seen he's got some bounce to him.
He sure does.
He can get up. He's going to be a pretty good guard for the Warriors as he gets older and ages into this program.
Just a redshirt freshman, and it's good to see him getting some PT and get a little rotation in the offense.
Yeah, him and Federico Gallinari, really the two redshirt freshmen that get the most run for the Warriors, and they both seem to have some bright future for Rochester here. So a little confusion by the refs. I don't know if they're talking about the shot clock or the game clock, but definitely one of them, and they're allowing the players to head over to their benches here as they sort it out. But we've seen quite a bit of action here already.
We sure have.
Both teams playing up tempo, and we'll see if they can maintain that pace. You got to expect the shots to ultimately start falling for the Warriors, but we haven't seen it yet.
Not a lot of points scored here in the first half for Rochester. A few days ago, they had to put, I think, 62 points up in the first half, and that was just unbelievable. They could not miss a shot at all.
Yeah, ended with 99 points against UNOH, UNO, and UNO might not be the greatest team, but they are a team in the WAC that will win some games here and there, and that's a game that could have been a trap game for Rochester, and now Rochester's trying to play the role of trap game for Madonna here. So we'll see what the refs are talking about here. It's been quite a bit of a break as the clock keeps flipping between 5:01 and 5:23, but our official clock for RSN says 5:23. They're talking it over down there.
Just a little bit of confusion. I'm kind of looking forward to this one-on-one battle at halftime. I don't know if we're going to show it, but
we got a little one-on-one battle between some North Hill Elementary teachers. That's why we've got this. You guys can't see it. Our camera's on their side, but this large battle between North Hill Elementary teachers. So, yeah, I guess we'll see what happens here. Quick shout out to Todd Haverdink, listening on Twitter right now. We love hearing from our fans. Absolutely love it. Tweet at us, tweet at RSN. Follow us on Twitter. But we got it. 5:23. We're underway. Justin Nassau with the ball, and he's got a big man guarding him at the center of court. Interesting defensive scheme there. Blackwell, Nassau jumper, knocks it down.
Almost blocked there by Medi, but
yeah, interesting to see him guarding Justin Nassau. Something that
in that zone defense, it's kind of shocking that they have him up top.
Yeah, but they don't really have much to fear inside with the Warriors. Agba, the only interior weapon, and Blackwell might take offense to that when he re-listens to this. But Nassau now, Khalil Gracie swings it, Ealing three, no good, and the rebound by the big man Eichel. Eichel over to 35. That is Thomas Simmons who checked into the game. He's getting some of his first action. Eichel, the big man from Germany, out Swift, and that's going to be a blocking fall on Nassau, but that one could have gone the other way. That was a physical play by both of them. And shout out to Elliot Jones on the other end, the photographer. Full court throw over there. Nice little pass to the referee. Got to share the love, but here we go. Inbound, Burton. Burton to number 30. That is the big man, Medi. And a loose ball, Burton. Both offenses looking very sloppy, but Burton takes the three regardless, and it's quite a bit short. So Ealing inbounds to Nassau. Logan Ealing has a nice little shoe collection. I'd like to point that out.
Does he now?
Yeah, he does. He's got a nice little shoe collection. Him and Federico Gallinari could give me a run for my money. 3 ball from Nafso, unconscious.
At least you're a shoe guy too.
Yeah, big. Yeah, I gotta add my personal life into this. Everybody's gonna get to know me by the end of this game. I mean, I was just gonna stay inside and relax tonight. Here we go. Eichel looking. That's Thomas. Out, 3 ball. Burton, no good. Nafso the rebound. He's running the other way. Blackwell. Nafso drives. Agba, easy
Great
basket. Peter Agba. Peter Agba from Nigeria, just dominating inside right now. He's a school favorite. He's a fan favorite out here.
Nashville bringing a lot of intensity here.
Yeah, and right there you see it. Nobody brings the energy that Justin Nafso does. He's an All-American 3 times over. One of the best players in the country. He is just a physical, scary defender.
He sure has a true passion for the game, you can tell.
Yeah, and Rochester's really going to miss him when he graduates. But here's the inbound from Burton, and Armand Cartwright almost took it away. They're going to try it again. He's going to move about 4 feet over to the right. And it looks like they're going to look for a... Yep, there he is. Clark Lamb. Over to Reynolds. Reynolds to Swift. Swift. Over to Simmons. Simmons now out. Burton drives. And a hard charge taken by Khalil Gracie. Came to play on the defensive end. And the Warriors are clawing their way back into this game, 28-26. I would like to point out that we have a celebrity in the building on the other side of the court, Angelo Griffiths, behind the Rochester College scoring table. Angelo had a phenomenal career at Rochester College. He almost won the Bevo Francis Award, which goes to the best non-Division I basketball player in the country. He's had a phenomenal pro career overseas.
Cash with a big 3.
As Cash Blackwell knocks down the triple. Here come the Warriors.
Rochester up 29-28 with 2:30 left.
Yeah, a little lead for Rochester, but Swift takes it away quickly. No pun intended. That actually was not meant to be a pun. That was pretty bad. But here comes Nafso. Flicks it out. Yeah, I'll be here all week, boys. Cartwright, no good. Swift making a move. Gets the switch on Blackwell. Blackwell tight D. Reynolds at the RC logo. Flings it over Simmons. We haven't seen much from him offensively, but back to Swift. Inside Burton fighting to the rim. No good. Tipped around. Nafso's got it. 1:50 to play in the half, and almost a phenomenal pass to Cartwright. And now Burton blocked by Blackwell, and they're going to call him for a foul. Looked like it could have been clean, but they're going to say that he forced him out of bounds.
A little bit of a body, but
yeah,
still a good effort.
You got to get back on those plays, though, and if that results in a foul, I don't think Coach Clint Pleasant will be upset with that. So here's Burton. He's had a pretty good first half. 2 free throws for him. Knocks the first down. That extends their lead to 2 as Wilson checks in for Ealing, trying to get some bodies in there. Clark Lamb, the only big guy on the floor right now for Madonna, as they want to check in Mehdi, but they're not going to. Now they're going to get him in. So Mehdi will check in for Madonna. And Nafso will take it in. Mehdi, a chest move to bring in to guard Wilson. And here's that zone. Throws it over Cartwright. Nobody near him. No good. You're not going to see him miss many of those when he's that open. But here comes Swift. And we're getting the elementary school students ready for this 1v1 showdown. We got a lot of movement in front of us.
Good hands there by Nashville.
Yeah, and Cartwright's off and running. Gracie drives, takes the foul. They're going to call it a charge. And I can see that. That was a good move by Reynolds to step in front.
It is Madonna Ball.
Number 1 on Gracie for the night.
Cheerleaders with wristbands. Please report to the volunteer holding the pink
And Medi,
cheerleader sign in the corner of the
a
arena.
little hesitation, a little clean up there of the floor. Gotta love that. Gotta keep the players safe.
Mr. Rookie sign and orange tee Mr. V sign in the corner.
And here's Swift. Swift around the double screen. Now he's got Blackwell on him, and we got a mismatch with Medi if they want it. But Burton doesn't need it. He knocks it down, 34-29 with 53 seconds and a running clock.
Pretty jumper there by
Nasso, no hesitation offline. I don't know about that shot, but he does have the green light if he wants it. Reynolds at the free throw line, ball loose, and an opportunity for the Warriors ends with a slow to get up Cash Blackwell, and it's an RC timeout with 34.8. So 34-29, Madonna's up. Rochester, if you go into the locker room with that, you got to be happy.
What do you think they want to do here before the half? You think they want to go inside? I mean, their shooters are they haven't been knocking down a lot of threes.
Yeah, you got a short opportunity at a 2-for-1 if you really want it. Shot clock sitting at 28, game clock at just under 35. As Peter Green's trying to get a free T-shirt here in the crowd, but
I don't think I'm gonna get one.
No, I don't think so either. But I think you just got to work your offense, get the ball inside, make a play, maybe go to someone like Wilson for 3. It's a confusing lineup for Rochester because you're trying to match up with Madonna. That's what you're trying to do. It's not set up for offense. Cartwright, inbound. Gracie heads over to the right corner. Looks like they're going to play for 1 here. Cartwright's going to try and make a move. Reynolds on him. Cartwright catches Nasso off the screen. 7 seconds on the shot clock, 13 on the game clock. Nasso drives, tries to find Wilson, but it goes between his legs. Burton the other way, loose. Cartwright, Nasso 2-1. Got it all. Justin Nasso, count it. 34-31, Madonna leads going into halftime. Great move by Justin Nasso. Coming back out of the half, we'll get you some stats, we'll get you some analysis, so stay tuned. Again, I'm Nick Griffhorst with Peter Green. We'll be back shortly. And welcome back to Rochester College men's basketball. I'm Nick Griffhorst, again joined by Peter Green. At the end of the first half, Madonna Crusaders lead 34-31 over the Rochester College Warriors, and in a pretty interesting halftime show. I thought we were going to get a 1v1 showdown between two teachers.
It's kind of let down.
Yeah, instead we got a free throw battle, which is fine, but I wanted to see two guys battle down in the paint and shoot 6-foot floaters 32 times. But maybe they figured that they didn't have the time for that.
It's nice to have a good full crowd here, though.
Yeah, you guys, again, this is the problem with having the camera on this side this time because there's an event up top. But the camera facing the other direction would show you that this place is packed right now. So these are the cheaper seats. Is that the right way to say it?
I'd say so.
They're cheaper than the other cushioned seats. So, but we got a little recap of the first half. There's some stats on the screen, but here's some individual stats. The leading scorers for Madonna. Burton had 9 points. Swift led them in scoring with 11 points and 7 rebounds. The Warriors, Agba had 8, pretty much all early in the game. Nassau had 7. So Rochester College, that's how they found themselves down 34-31. Not a whole lot of offensive production.
With Madonna, it's really come down to their guards, and with number 4, Joshua Reynolds, and Jonathan Swift and Burton, they're having themselves a game and find a way to get to the bucket, and that's why they're leading by 3 here at half.
Yeah, they're really able to do what they want, and it's kind of surprising because going into this game and based off of previous stats and previous things, you thought it would be the big guys I thought it would be the big guys inside dominating for Madonna and Rochester trying to hold them off. But they haven't even tried to go inside, so let's see if that happens in the second half. But as we get into the second half, a minute before the first inbound, the Warriors, Armand Cartwright needs to show up in the second half if Rochester is going to come out and win this thing. Him and Khalil Gracie really are the two guys that Rochester needs to see put up some points.
I think we also need to see a little bit of Blackwell and get things going here. And Nassau with a last-second bucket to end the half. Let's see where that takes Rochester.
Yeah, Cartwright went 0 for 6 in the first half. He does have 2 free throws made. Blackwell went 1 for 6 with a three-pointer. Khalil Gracie went 1 for 2 with 1 three-pointer shot. So Gracie's just not shooting the ball. But that's who the Warriors, I believe, need to see step up. Let's see if we get it. We got 5 seconds until the inbound, and we'll jump right back into it. And here we go. It will be Warrior inbound. We're underway. Khalil Gracie from the RC logo. Looks like Cartwright will be the one to catch it. So Cartwright now over to Blackwell. Cartwright looking Agba. Back out Cartwright. Thought about the 3, not going to take it. Now he's got the mismatch, but Blackwell will take a 3. Bounces off, no good. Bounces around, Agba fighting for it. And it's going to be Madonna ball. Great effort from Peter Agba, slipping and sliding around that court. And here comes Swift in this Madonna offense. Flings it over, that's Mehdi. Swift. Inside Eichel, the big man from Germany. Turns, shot, no good. And Gracie's going to run up the other way to Nassau. 3-guard offense finds Agba. Just misses it, but Blackwell follows. Cash Blackwell with his 5th point of the night.
Good little pick and roll action there.
Yeah, and a great follow from Blackwell to come in after that Agba miss, a rare Agba miss from that close. And here's Burton. He's been having a good night. Drives, blocked by Agba. Sends it out of bounds, and it will stay with Madonna. Man, these kids are getting some good gifts. They've got T-shirts thrown out every couple minutes. They've got some mini basketball. I don't even have a Rochester College mini basketball.
I really don't either.
I'm kind of feeling like I'm getting ripped off in this deal. But regardless, Burton is going to play some basketball here. around the screen, almost had Medi. Now he throws it Swift, no hesitation, knockdown triple.
He's got a nice uprising jumper. He really elevates on his shot.
Yeah, Swift and Reynolds both have very quick three-point shots, and they don't really hesitate to take them. They know the minute that ball comes is an illegal screen on Agba. The minute that ball comes to them, they're taking it up. So Madonna up 37-33, just under 2 minutes into this game. Swift, Cartwright on him, over to Burton. They've got Nafso on him now. And Eichel looking at the top. Throws it away, but Reynolds with the acrobatic catch there, one-handed. Reynolds, a nice move, but Gracie stays with him. Swift, no good. And here comes Gracie, off and running. Euro step blocked by Eichel, and I think it was off the Warriors, but it's going to remain with Madonna. Looked like he blocked it right off of Gracie there. Just the ref was blocked from seeing it. I shouldn't say that. I should be a homer.
Yeah, I think they're going to need to pump fake down there and get those big boys jumping because they have a lot of shot blockers on this Madonna team.
Yeah, they got a lot of size. Burton trying to get inside and will be foul, travel called. There was a foul from one ref, a travel from the other.
Returning for Rochester, 22.
And Cap Wilson, the sharp-shooting big man, checks into the game for Rochester. Nafso is going to take it. Crossing the RC logo. Swift down in stance on him. Gracie's wide open. Got him. No good. And here comes Swift. Reynolds limping up the floor, but he's got the basketball. Reynolds, defensive foul. Looked like it could have been a push-off. Interesting officiating we've had in these two games, but the foul is going to be on Gracie, and he looks a little confused, as I would be too. Throws it over Reynolds. Swift, driving, penetrating, floater, got it.
Great move.
Yeah, very nice move, very nice control in the air there, turning his body, knocking it down. Nafso around the Cap Wilson pick. Nafso drives, throws it in, Blackwell. Blackwell up, fouled, will get two. And that foul looks like it might be on Reynolds.
The Madonna foul, 25.
Nope, they're going to get Eichel with his first foul there.
Blackwell shooting a pair.
Yep, Blackwell with two here. They're going to try and get him going offensively, one of the players that Pete mentioned. He's led the Warriors in scoring a handful of times this year, so he's definitely someone that they look to. He operates very well in isolation, likes to create his own shot, and can do that well. He plays very similar to Angelo Griffiths, the player that we mentioned earlier. He just doesn't have the ball handling abilities that Griffiths had, or maybe he's just not allowed to play that way. Griffiths had a much more green light. Throws it inside, that's Medi. Medi loses the ball, and Cartwright's got it. Warriors the other way, and Gracie's going to push it down 2-on-4. Nafso 3 in transition, knocks it down. Justin Nafso, lead cut to 2. Warriors hanging in.
That was a good trap defense down low in the paint to give the big guy, have him let it up.
Yes, and there's the miss, but Eichel using his length to just tip it back in. Barely even jump. Wilson. Eichel on him, and he loses him off the screen and had an opportunity but missed it. And here comes Swift. Throws it inside. Matty looked like he had an easy basket and walked right out of it, but Burton has a 3. And no good. Oh, that's goaltending. Going the other way. So goaltending on Madonna. He got up there a little too early.
I think that's the second time that's happened.
Yeah, that 3 looked like it had a chance to drop, too, coming off of that. So Warrior ball, 41-37. Madonna leads, 15:56 to go in the half. And Eichel and Reynolds will check out. In for them comes KJ Sayer and Caleb Drum. Nafso looking, finds Blackwell. Operating against Medi, gets foul, foul on the ground. And that's on Medi. Warriors hoping to get him in foul trouble. That's his second of the game. He's really their go-to of the two big guys. He plays lots of minutes so far for them. Wilson to Blackwell, who drives. No good. Thought he was hit on the arm. Going the other way is Swift. Almost, he did throw it away. Wilson now has got it. Gracie the other way. Cartwright wide open, hesitates, driving, throws it to Blackwell. Nafso's wide open in the corner, but they couldn't get it to him. And here comes Burton. Burton over corner, that's Swift. No good. Cartwright, and we have
official stop play.
Yeah, it looks like an injury timeout. Looks like a dislocated finger.
We have an official's timeout for an injury.
And Pleasant is not happy that the clock was stopped. It's not technically supposed to stop in this situation. And Pleasant is upset that his team lost an opportunity there of a 5-on-4. You would normally wait for a stop of play with a non-serious injury like that. But these refs have been erratic anyways, so we'll just let this one slide. So Nafso now and a reset for the Warriors. Swift up on him. Gracie catches it. Burton on him. Now Gracie around the screen, gets the switch, and Gallinari was open if that pass was good from Gracie. Gracie 3-ball, and he knocks it down. Khalil Gracie, regardless of the pass or not, a 3 for the Warriors.
Rochester cuts it to 1.
Yeah, and Khalil Gracie has been a great addition to this Warrior team, and childhood friends with Armand Cartwright, the star guard for this Warrior team, and they've been great together. Pulls up Reynolds, answers.
Reynolds with a hand in the face.
Yeah, that was nasty. That was without regard. And now Blackwell almost thought about.
That's on your way out to claim your prize. That is Sean Choi. And the winner of the North Hill raffle for 4 tickets to Meadowbrook Theater's A Christmas Carol. Currently donated by Chief Financial Credit Union is Jacob Napolitano. That is Jacob Napolitano. Please stop by the North Hill registration desk as you leave the game to claim your prize.
So Wilson inbounds to Nafso. Nafso working at the NAIA logo, gets the pick from Wilson. Gracie, mismatch for Wilson. He's going to take it and get fouled hard inside.
Good cut there by Cap Wilson.
Yeah, Sayers saying that he slipped, which he might have. They're going to bring out the mop to clean that spot anyways. So Clayton Bissett, former Rochester College golf coach. There's a lot of former golf members associated with this basketball program, but he's down there cleaning up.
We're just gonna let it known.
Yeah, we gotta let them know that we exist as a program, and they throw it off the foot, and it's gonna go the other way. That pass from Gracie, mental lapse, and now it's Madonna basketball. So here comes Swift off of the inbound from Sayer. And a steal. The other way goes Blackwell.
Up and good.
And it's in. So Swift, 2-point lead. Rochester knocking at the door again. Sayer to Swift. Looking for Eichel, finds him. Eichel with Gallinari on him. This could be a mismatch. Gallinari goes straight up. Eichel with a beautiful move and converts. Good defense, though, from Gallinari.
Not much you can do there.
Yeah, you just got to put those hands up and try and make a play. Cartwright. Blackwell driving. Throws it away. Going the other way. Back-to-back mental lapses by the Warriors here.
A little miscommunication here on the Rochester side the past 2 plays.
Yeah, they're struggling. They got that bucket in between there, but now a chance for Madonna to extend this lead. Swift throws it into Eichel. Gallinari on him again, trying not to foul, but trying to play defense. Hook shot, no good. Eichel got it, but Gallinari gets it. Here comes Gracie. And they're going to call a carry, a very rarely called carry, on Khalil Gracie.
That's 3 rough possessions by the Rochester Warriors.
3 turnovers and 4 possessions for Rochester. 1 basket in there somewhere. But Gallinari checks out. Into the game comes Agba. Here's Reynolds holding the ball, holding the possession. Swift fighting inside, and he finds a lane. Can't get it to go. Agba the rebound. Swift wanted to foul, could have gotten one. Cartwright, Nafso, Cartwright driving. Agba got it to go. Good help defense from Swift, but Agba was unharmed. Eichel trying to operate against Agba. Steal by Nafso. 2-on-2. Cartwright, fast break, lays it in. Armand Cartwright.
Great awareness there by Nafso.
We are tied at 48 with 11:29 to play. Warriors knocked and they found a way in. Here comes Reynolds, and we got a little crowd involvement here. Over that Swift. Swift steps back, didn't do it. Reynolds now with it. Reynolds pulls up, no good. Rebound by Gracie. Foul on number 12, KJ Sayer. I think the Madonna bench thought that they were going to get an over the back on Gracie, but instead Sayer gets the call for undercutting Gracie.
Gracie just straight out on jumped him.
It was a great play by Gracie. And Cannon Campbell checks in for Khalil Gracie, who is getting a much-deserved break after a good couple sequences by him. Here's Cartwright. Nafso. Agba's in the corner, Blackwell to his left. Nafso driving in, double team, finds Cartwright. Cartwright, little confusion by Madonna's defense, leaves the floater for Cartwright, and the Warriors take a 50-48 lead. Reynolds driving Simmons, fouled on the arm.
It's been a little while here since Rochester's had the lead here in this ball game.
Yeah, and the crowd's really getting involved in this. We lost some of the elementary school students to go home and take some naps, but we are still alive and well here at Rochester College at Garth Pleasant Arena, the beautiful facility here on campus. Soon to be Rochester University, but that's another story. Working inside, looks for Eichel, couldn't get it. Campbell off and running. He gets it stolen by Eichel. Lack of awareness. Here comes Simmons. Simmons finds Burton. Burton driving on Campbell, and they're going to get a foul on Campbell. Got him on the arm, no basket.
I think that was a halftime decision where a lot of traps down low on the big guys. It's forced them to get it up the past few times.
Yeah, I think Coach Clint Pleasant's making a bet with himself that this Madonna team's not going to knock down all those three-pointers that they were in the first half. So we need to keep doing what we were doing, and we need to trap those guys inside. And it's paid off because the Warriors are up. But will it pay off in the long haul? Stay tuned. Great move by Simmons. Got the basket, 50-50. Could have had an and one there, too. Here's Gracie. Cartwright. Looks like a foul on a screen off ball. Nope, it's going to be Agba who's going to get the shots as they're sitting in the bonus. Cash Blackwell showing you his athletic ability there. A little dunk at the end of that play. And Agba, no good on the and one.
50-50, 9:40 left in this ball game.
And here comes Drum over to Burton. Madonna trying to retake a lead. They've only lost it twice this game. Over Eichel. Burton operating. Nafso tight D. One of the best defenders in the country. And here comes Gracie. Gracie to Cartwright. Nafso threw it at his feet, but Nafso made the catch. Driving, fouled. Nafso will head to the line for two. And a chance to retake the lead for Rochester.
Nafso sure can explode off the ball.
Yeah, great play by Justin Nafso to get inside, create some contact. See if he can convert. He's such a quick free throw shooter. Most people have rituals, take their time. He just catches it and shoots it. There's no hesitation from Nafso, for better or for worse. But this one's a must-make. Regain the lead with 9:10 to go if this one falls. It's tied at 50 right now. And it's good. So Nafso converts the back end. For those of you just joining us, 51-50 Warriors lead with 9:10 to play here in the second half. Warriors are also in the bonus, 2 away from a double bonus situation. Burton throws it inside. That's number 34, Clark Lamb. He throws it over Meddy, working on Blackwell, caught him with the arm, foul. And if the Warriors aren't careful, they're going to find themselves in the bonus on the other end as well. Burton will take the inbounding role here for Madonna. Burton looking around. Oh, finds Mady, who jams over Gallinari. What a nice play, inbound play drawn up. It's so hard to throw those inbounds under a basket, but he found him for the jam. So here's Gracie, 52-51 Madonna. Gracie throws it up, no good. And almost a miscue for Madonna, but they got the rebound after 3 men were fighting for it. And throws it over. Swift, reset. 3-ball, Burton knocks it down. Nafso wanted the foul, but's not going to get it. So Nafso now on the RC logo. This is a must-make situation for Rochester. Got to stay in this game. Gallinari looking around. Gallinari to Gracie. Gracie made a nice move. Gallinari for 3. Knocks it down. Federico Gallinari. 55-54. Warriors down by 1. Here's Drum to Swift. Throws it to Drum. Stolen. Nafso. Cartwright. One-on-one. Foul. And it's no good.
Hustle there by Cartwright to get down the floor.
Yeah, Cartwright made some really nice moves. Saw that he had a one-on-one with 3 Madonna players trailing him, no Warriors. Decided he's got to take it up himself through the foul. So Cartwright with 2 free throws here. The first is good for Cartwright, so we are tied. This one would take the lead, tied at 55 right now.
For Madonna, number 4, Joshua Reynolds.
So Reynolds will check in for Burton, taking a rare break, the white Burton. Cartwright knocks it down. So Warriors lead 56-55. 7:37 to play. Meddy asking the ref if they'll clean a spot on the floor. And the ref's not cleaning it. So here comes Swift. Maybe I misread that situation, but he sure was pointing to a spot on the floor and rubbing it with his foot. And Meddy the alley-oop.
Another big dunk by Medi.
Absolutely dominant play right there from Medi.
He was floating there for a little bit.
That man can get up. So Warriors now, some momentum shift maybe. Nafso says, not on my watch. Justin Nafso knocks down the triple, and the Warriors extend their lead to 2 now. Swift, he answers. What a great set of back and forths here. And a Madonna timeout.
Both teams really bringing it here with 7 minutes left.
Unbelievable sequence right there. And it's led us to 59-59 with 6:54 to play. Warriors really hanging in there right now, trying to battle. This is a heavyweight fight. It may be early in the WAC season, but these two teams trying to hang in there, trying to contend. Rochester 2-2 in the WAC, Madonna 2-1. Both teams need a win.
Yeah, it looks like Madonna's 4th and Rochester's 5th, and it looks like they're chasing Cornerstone. A few weeks ago, we had a good game against Cornerstone, went into overtime. It was a good fight.
Yeah, a tough overtime loss for the Warriors. Sam Vanderslice, one of the best players in the country, he had a great game. And that just showed Rochester what they need to work on, and that's defending big men and keeping big men quiet. And here we see it. They're keeping some big men quiet. Medi's had some really nice highlight plays. But other than that, he hasn't been dominant outside of his dunking ability. And Eichel's been fairly quiet. So
It's
here
okay though. There's a lot of season left. It's early.
It's all about seeding right now for the conference tournament. That's your automatic play-in win. And here is Justin Nafso, the inbound from Cartwright, who will float out to the right corner. Gracie will come up next to Nafso, throws it over Cartwright. He will look, find Gracie. Gracie inside Gallinari, tries to size up, and Gallinari with a bad pass. And Cartwright almost forced Reynolds out of bounds. And Medi to Swift, and a reset of the offense here for Madonna. So the Crusaders looking to take back a lead. Over, inside, Medi. Turns, floater, no good. And a foul is going to go on number 34, that's Clark Lamb. So Warrior ball Warrior free throws, sorry. And they are now in the double bonus. And Federico Gallinari will get 2 attempts.
Number 0, Federico Gallinari will shoot 2.
Gallinari, a guy who's seen his first action this year from Italy, brother of Danilo Gallinari, forward for the Los Angeles Clippers. Gallinari, a guy that the Warriors really will look to more offensively than defensively. He does definitely play a European style of basketball, which is more outside to in as a big man. He reminds you a lot of a player like Hito Turkoglu would have, or Andre Bargnani. Maybe I'm just stereotyping him, but that's just what he reminds me of.
Peter Agba back in the game.
Yep, Agba checks in for Gallinari as he knocks down some free throws, and the Warriors lead by 1. 1 free throw to be exact. Lamb the screen for Reynolds. Reynolds is out of bounds. Got out of control, and it's going the other way. So with 6 minutes on the dot to play, Warriors up by 1, 60-59 over the 7-2 Madonna Crusaders. Cartwright inbound to Nafso, and they're going to set up a very familiar offensive scheme for the Warriors. 2 in the middle, 1 at the top, 2 outside. And Gracie rotates around that middle screen pack. Gracie operating in ISO. Screen, finds Agba. Blackwell was open cutting, now Nafso's open for 3, no good!
In and out.
Hung on the lip, didn't fall. Here comes Reynolds. And we got a foul on the Warriors.
Rochester foul, 34, Armand Cartwright.
And we hear Clint Pleasant scream Agba as loud as possible, but that foul is on Armand Cartwright as Lamb catches the inbound. Lamb throws it over to Drum, who tosses it inside Swift. And a charge, Justin Nafso. Who else?
2 charges.
He is a phenomenal defender. He has always been a phenomenal defender, and he's only gotten better with age, like a fine wine. Justin Nafso can make plays on that defensive end.
No better way to get your team fired up than a charge.
So Nafso now to Cartwright. Cartwright driving. Agba, ball loose, and Lamb gets in there. And they're going to call jump ball after a little bit of hesitation, and that will be Madonna basketball. So a missed opportunity for the Warriors as Burton and Eichel check in, and Lamb and Drum check out for Madonna. And here comes Swift, calling out the play, setting up Eichel. Swift almost ran into Eichel as he caught that pass. Here's Reynolds. And a flop from Nafso. And no good. Blackwell almost got it. What a play.
Great hustle
by
play.
Justin Nafso, even if he flopped on the front end of that defensive possession.
Wherever you look, Nashville is on the court. He is all over the place. Wherever the ball goes,
he just made a phenomenal play. Flying out there, throwing it off. He does everything on the defensive end, and he's a phenomenal offensive player. Cartwright begging for the ball. He thinks he's got a mismatch, but Gracie's going to operate. Gracie traveled, and Cartwright was hot over there in that corner. He thought he had a mismatch, thought he was open. Not a player who often reacts like that either, so I'm going to guess that he had a solid case. Medi to Eichel. Oh, not a good floater. Great defense by Agba. And now there's no Warrior to get the ball, and they got to push it up the court. They're going to run into trouble if they don't get it up, and they do. Gracie to Nafso. Cartwright. Nafso, 3. No good.
60-59 with 3:50 left in this ballgame.
Yeah, it's do or die time for both teams, and I think we're going to start to see Madonna start to push the tempo on the defensive end. They're starting to play a full court press, at least following that last rebound. Swift out to Reynolds. Reynolds kind of kicks his foot out, creates some separation, hesitates, drives. What a move, no good. And a late foul call on the Warriors.
Nice little shimmy move there by Reynolds.
Yeah, it was a beautiful move to get inside. I don't know about the foul call, but it was quite late inside there.
The Rochester foul, number 5, Justin Nafso, his third.
So a technical foul was assessed on Cash Blackwell.
Rochester number 2, Cash Blackwell.
Beautiful awareness from our producer, Dan Higgins. So Cash Blackwell is teed up. And not sure what for.
He had a pretty big reaction to it, and the ref saw it.
Yeah, I haven't agreed with this reffing crew all day, regardless of the team, as both free throws fall there for Burton. And we got a little replay here coming of possibly the Cash Blackwell technical. Oh, yeah. A little bit of attitude from Cash Blackwell. Nothing out of the ordinary, but they're going to tee him up. So I'm guessing that something was said that shouldn't have been said. As Gallinari will check in for Gracie. Gallinari checks in for Cash Blackwell, who is sitting right next to the coaching staff of this Warrior team. They're going to try and get him under control. Reynolds knocks it down. And this could be a huge 4-point swing here.
Yeah, not good timing there with the technical foul. That's not what Rochester needed.
So Madonna trying to capitalize on this compound interest here. So only 3. Could have been 4. So the Band-Aid's not fully ripped off. But here comes Gracie to Nafso. Cartwright. Gracie. Cartwright, 3, short. Here comes Burton, and nobody back on Reynolds. Jam on the other end. Beautiful dunk from Reynolds. Cartwright, Gallinari, turn, shot, no good. Here we go the other way. Swift. They're going to try and control the tempo here. They got a 4-point lead. They'll switch over Burton.
Rochester's going to need a big stop here.
Meddy, spin move. And a foul. Meddy will head to the line. 2 free throws here. You can start to feel the momentum shift towards this Madonna team. They know they've got it. Here's Meddy and a chance to increase the lead. 2 free throws. First is good. Wilson checks into the game for Agba. Lamb checks into the game for Eichel. So Blackwell still on the bench with 2:46 to play and a 65, now 66 to 60-point lead.
2:45 remaining here.
And Nassau is going to let the ball roll out. Burton closes in. Nassau picks it up. Cartwright around the Gallinari screen to Nassau. Gracie had a shot, didn't take it. Here's Nassau. Back to Gracie. Hesitates again. Gallinari for 3. No good. And a steal almost by Nassau as Lamb wasn't quite looking around, but Madonna safely brings it up court. Reynolds to Meddy. Burton at the corner throws it up. Here we go. Big play here. A chance to extend the lead. Meddy. Back out Reynolds. 7 on the shot clock. He shoots. Good night. 3 ball. Timeout. 69-60. And that one hurts.
Huge 3 by Reynolds.
That was a desperation shot clock winding down 3. He didn't hesitate. Took it. And it's a 69-60 Madonna lead. And you can almost start to feel it slipping away for Rochester. 2 minutes to play, 2:01 to be exact, 9-point lead.
You're going to be desperate here on these next few possessions to get some buckets.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see. You know, we have a 30-second shot clock in college with the NAIA. So the minute that Madonna gets the ball back, they're going to have an opportunity to run that shot clock down. We're going to see what Rochester draws up here. It doesn't look like Cash Blackwell is going to check back in. Possibly will. I'm trying to peek around this huddle of who's sitting on the bench, drawing up a play. That may be Blackwell on the corner. They need him back in this game. But Rochester, like you said, they need to get desperate a little bit here. 2 minutes to play. This game was very close.
On the other side, too, it really came down to Madonna's guards. They've really been scoring when they needed them.
So here we go. The Warriors come out with no Cash Blackwell. I'll set the lineups. Cap Wilson, Federico Gallinari, Khalil Gracie, Armand Cartwright, Justin Nassau. And it will be Cartwright inbounding to Nassau, who lets it roll up the court like a yo-yo. Here comes Nassau to Gracie. Nope. Nassau keeps it. Now inside Cartwright. Physical move, no foul, and it's Madonna ball going the other way. Great defense. Here's Burton. And a chance to really extend this lead as it goes out of bounds and stays with Madonna. Cartwright got a hand on it, trying to make a play. You're slowly watching that clock tick away, 1:41 left.
You think that technical foul flipped the switch here?
It definitely was a game changer. You got to feel for him. That's where you just got to keep your emotions in check. And that's something that Clint Pleasant preaches, even if he can get emotional at times. Inside, it's Medi moving around Gallinari, no good. Nasso got the rebound, and now you have to push it if you're the Warriors. 1:20 to play, down 9. You need a basket or this ball game's pretty much over. Gallinari looking around, throws it to Wilson, who's out of control, but makes a move, fouled hard, and Wilson will get 2 free throws. 1:06 to play, 69-60. The Crusaders are up on the Warriors. And it sure looks like Blackwell might be done for the night. See, untucks his jersey and moves to the end of the bench. Logan Ealing looks like he's going to check in. Looks like the Warriors might try and play the foul game here.
In and out on the first.
Yeah, no good on that first one from Wilson. And Fed does check out for Ealing. 2 friends checking out for each other there. Wilson knocks it down. So 61-69, and be prepared to be in store for a long minute and 6 seconds as Rochester is going to start to foul. And a steal by Nasso. And Wilson catches it, shoots in transition, no good. And now should have been. Maybe they're going to let it tick. Rochester playing trap. And a foul on Nasso trying to draw the charge against Burton.
You cannot turn your head when Nashville's around.
No, he's all over the floor.
He's going to poke at it.
And now they're asking for the mop to come over. Something to clean the floor with, grabbing a sweatshirt. I guess that works. We got this nice RC decaled floor mop thing over there. But we're bringing out towels and sweatshirts. So we'll reset for you. 69-61, Madonna up on the Rochester College Warriors. 48.6 seconds left. And 2 free throws because they're in the double bonus now for Burton. And a chance to put this game away. The first is good. Here comes the second, so 70-61. Knocks them both down. So a 10-point Madonna lead, 48.6 seconds to go. And you got to think that this ball game's over. Nasso, Gracie, got to shoot quick. Wilson catches it and does. And no good. Rebound, Nasso. Got to get another one up. Gracie, Wilson, Ealing. Drives, lays it in. Timeout, Rochester. 71-63, 32.6 to play.
They're going to want to hope for a steal here on this full press.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a quick foul for the Warriors if it's not a steal. And then Rochester's got to turn and shoot. That's all they've got left. 71-63, 8-point lead, 32.6. Try not to make a Tracy McGrady reference again, but that's about all they have left. So Rochester College now will be on defense. We've got Nasso, Ealing, Armand Cartwright, Gracie, and Wilson. Here we go, running around, looking for an inbound. Good defense and no foul. Here's Burton running out. Wilson fouls him around the waist. And we've got 2 free throws coming for Burton.
That's what they wanted, a scary cross-court pass there, trying to get a steal, but...
Yeah, Rochester College definitely trying to hang on by a thread and almost got it there. Got him trapped in the corner, tough inbound, exactly what you want. Just didn't all work out. Burton knocks down the first. 72-63. This one would extend it to 10 once again. And at that point, you gotta imagine this game's over. A 4-score lead, yes. So Nasso now running up the floor, driving, No good. Ealing chucks a 3. No good. And it's going to be Madonna ball. Nope, it's going to stay with the Warriors. So 17 seconds to play, 73-63 Madonna. And this ball game is over.
It was a tight match, tight game the whole way through. A lot of action.
Yeah, it was a great game, and like you said, the switch was flipped after that technical. That swing, Rochester had the lead, and next thing you know, you're down 3 following a technical. Foul on the other end. So 2 free throws with 12.2 to play. Opportunity to extend this lead even further. Swift, first free throw. Knocks it down. Following the win, the Madonna Crusaders will move to 8-2 on the season, 3-1 in the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference. The Warriors fall to 6-6, 2-3 in the conference. Knocks them both down, so it's 75-63. Nassau letting the ball roll out. Throws it in, Cartwright to Wilson. Wilson up, no good, no foul. They're going to let the clock run out. So that will do it. The Madonna Crusaders, and a dunk that wasn't really needed on the other end from Madonna. Not something that will probably be applauded by many people in this building, but regardless, the clock had expired. 75-63, Madonna Crusaders knock off the Rochester College Warriors. So from Nick Griffiths and Peter Green with our production team of Dan Higgins doing all of the graphics, doing everything behind the scenes, and Richard Humphrey on the camera. Thank you and have a good night.